So my point is, like, I always like tell my mom, I'm like, all right, look, my parents are religious folk. Some of the shit just don't make sense in the Christian Bible. And I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, Mom, it's okay. I'm not trying to be blasphemous. I'm like, it's okay. Some of the shit just don't make sense because realistically, it don't apply no more. Meaning it's a very good storybook and it may be a great history book in telling. But some of the shit might have already happened. And we just still here. Like, oh God, if the beef between me and my op, if I can have an intergalactic war on some real alien ass shit, and I've been a part of this petri dish of human beings that we get left down here on Earth, and we all as alien species is made together in all types of different realms and different places. We made Homo sapiens. I really don't want to get that blown up because I decided to have a real intergalactic war with the homie or the old homie. So let's just say this war between God and Satan really happened. 1-1. Okay, who cares who won? Satan won, cool. God won, cool. 1-1. Years and years go past because one already beat the other. Maybe there was a reign of kingship. Maybe there wasn't. All in all, you really think millions and millions and billions and billions and billions of years go by and one dude's been in charge of this one petri dish for so long? Because and more than actuality,
Christians and Jehovah's Witnesses will tell you Satan does run the earth.
Or had currently
does.
But
ever since Eve bit the apple, Satan been running shit here.
So why? So it's like, all right, so real shit. This is how this sounds. This is how this
According
sounds.
to them.
Hear me out. This is how this sounds. Somebody running your block or running your block. Your block. You own it. You owned it. That was your block. And you had one of your best homies. Let's say you had a nephew. And your nephew was running the block for you. Love your nephew. You know what I mean?
What if your nephew bit the apple?
No, nigga, hear me out. Now, nigga, run up on there, seduce your homie and shit, and they're doing some dumb shit. Get homie shot. Bah, bah, bah. That happens, right? And then he's like, yo, I run this bitch. Fuck Bistrict 93rd. I run this bitch.
I ain't do shit.
It's your block. You own it, right? I run it like I run
you. I
bitch.
Owned it. Nigga, I don't even own it anymore. I used to.
Exactly, because you took it from me. Because he took it from you. Like, I own this bitch now. Fuck that nigga. You can't have shit. Now, you have the power easily have the power to just go back over there at any given point in time and just go and just mow this nigga down and just get your block back. Why would you take another million years to do it?
So it's done on your time. You do it how you want to, when they least expecting it.
You murk my nephew in the corner, my nigga. I'm telling you, my time is right now.
Is immediate retaliation usually expected or not? Usually is expected.
Depends on how many bullets and rockets and grenades you go in with.
We're talking about deities.
Well, it depends on how powerful my thunderbolts are when I'm coming off the USB charged in. Nigga, like I don't know. Like, what do you what you want? All I know is especially if I'm on God mode, bruh. If I'm on God mode, I'm doing some Super Saiyan shit right now. Why am I waiting? If not, the problem already, and this is what I realize a lot of motherfuckers never really say. It probably already happened. And the winner has been declared, and there you fucking go. And more than likely, that winner is probably passed on and not giving a fuck. And their successor probably don't give a fuck about humanity neither. So we just kind of just floating in space now as a species that happens to live in the fucking Milky Way. Doesn't mean that we can't become intelligent life forms. We just all are collectively retarded. And if you don't want to like agree with that, then you probably are one of those people. Hi.
That's a fact. I think if you, I don't know, if like I said before we got on air, Jesus tends to pop up in everything. No matter what you believe in, he's somewhere in the story, unless you got one of them obscure religions or something, right? Usually tends to pop up somewhere as a messenger, a servant, or the son himself. I feel like a press conference can do a lot of justice, regardless to how many spaceships it took, when the fight happened, when the fight didn't happen, if the fight happened at all.
Look, if the fight happened,
I think like, press conference to clear things up. Shit, let's get them both up here.
Matter of fact, this actually may be more possible than ever. On Blood Gang Black Tino Jesus. Look, fam, if we really gonna be real, if the problem or the shit really happened 10,000, 15,000 years ago,
2,000
in our Milky Way moving system,
well,
maybe the system that they come from make that same amount of time, maybe worth more time.
Now that has always
so if it's worth more time, nigga, and let's just say just for the shits and giggles, that same amount of time that our 15,000 years ago when that war popped off happened to be 30,000 for them. So and like in equivalency.
Okay.
Do you really get, nigga? We barely care about shit that happened 60 years ago. So it's like, why the fuck would you really care about acknowledging to these motherfuckers over here? Like, yo, back in the day, some shit popped off. Y'all niggas been really misled, but chill out though. Y'all wilding.
At this point, I think we're asking more
Peace,
questions.
Fly Guy, and this like
nigga says this bird fly away. At this point, I think we asking more questions than we answering. But at the same time, nigga, I don't think you could get away with that without there being some form of continuity there. And for continuity's sake, none of that makes sense. 15 to 30,000 years ago, give or take, let's say, in your mind, right? They had this war. Regardless to when it did or didn't, the earth itself was created billions of years ago. With that being said,
I'm talking about the time of Homo sapiens.
I'm talking about the time of God. You created the earth billions of years ago. You ain't have beef with this nigga until a few million ago, a few 100,000, a few tens of thousands ago.
That's even.
I ain't granted, you know, humans pop up, things change. You can't really, I guess, dictate dinosaur shit like that. They're not acting like us. It's not the same shit. You don't have to write a book to get dinosaurs in line, right? You have to write a book to get people in line. But do you not have to update the book?
Have you never seen the book of Eli?
With Denzel, not all of it, seen parts of it.
Oh my God, I love that movie. And the reason why I love that movie is because
it's like a warrior for God, right?
Yeah, but the whole point of this Gary Oldman even wanting to get the book is because the book was the fucking Bible, and he knew that the Bible could control the lasting amount of humanity in a way that no other, like nothing else could do. Shooting people in the middle of the street for yes.
Okay.
It just so happened to be Braille. He couldn't read it.
Ha! And Eli was blind. Okay.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And it still came out on top because that nigga had like read that Bible so many damn times he memorized every verse and chapter. But it's hard, bro. It's hard. That was one of Denzel's best joints. I don't say that. Real talk. Like
never seen it all the way through.
That and the first Equalizer, bro. Those like little sneakers.
I seen both of those.
First one was really hard.
The show hard too. You gotta watch the show.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
The show hard.
But yeah, like within that, you could control so much to keep it in check. But the thing is, as humanity, we have so much that needs to be contained in a check, so to speak. Now, check me out. If Jesus himself, just Jesus alone, just Jesus, and let's say Christianity is the one true religion, Jesus comes down from heaven, comes through the skies, comes back and shit, and says what he says, and he's like, yes, those have been following Christianity has been leading into one true religion, and this, that, and the other, whoopie, whoopie, whoop.
Nah, Pop's got to come down. Ah, see, that's where niggas get it twisted. Jesus can't be the one to get a message. Like you said, he give like a Twitter account. Niggas got to guess for themselves. Like,
what?
Nigga don't call themselves Jesus? Nigga, I know two Mexicans.
Jesus a Twitter account.
I know 2 Mexicans right now that call themselves Jesus and got a whole following and a social media following.
They named Jesus.
No, nigga, yeah, but nigga, they call them. They act like they the second coming. Both of them got a church behind them and everything.
That's blasphemous.
I know.
That's wild.
They got it popping. Nigga.
That's wild.
It's a nigga named Jesus. Calzone or something. I don't know. It's Jesus with a C. I don't know. But then it's another nigga, Jesus with a J or something. It's Jesus Warriors or something. I don't know. But it's two pastors in Mexico named Jesus that
they better hope that
motherfuckers that they are the second coming of Jesus. One of them got a Vice
they better
documentary.
Hope that the real Jesus don't come back then, because he might just murk them niggas just on principle.
One of them niggas got a Vice documentary. Look it up. Look it up.
If we can't get this podcast on Vice, I don't know what we're doing this for. I don't like at this point, I don't know what.
I mean, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got Jesus and Miro no more. You might as well call us,
bro. All them doors,
y'all doing shit.
All them doors. Shout out Vice. All them doors you thought that nobody could kick down without angering certain types of people and angering them in a good way. We will kick those doors down in 10 steel toes. Keep it trail for y'all niggas. Anyway,
I think Timberlands may have traumatized them. Let's not go with Timberlands. Miro was wild. Miro was a wild nigga.
I do wear Nike boots too.
Yeah.
I wear Nike boots. They don't make a steel toe though. But I didn't,
we might be able to get them to make one.
We might, we need to get them that one, dog. I need to make some muck boots too for niggas that fish. They don't make those. I looked it up.
Yo, and I'm a fishing. I ain't fishing a long time, but I like to fish. So yeah, no, they need to get that.
Man,
let me get out there in some monk boots, niggas. As a matter of fact, you know how long I've been wanting to go? Dog, you know how long I've been wanting to go fly fishing since I started fucking fishing. I started fishing when I was like 12, nigga. Like I've been wanting to go fly fishing ever since then. I always see old white dudes in tall ass rain boots and khakis with a vest on and shit just in the water. Just it's dope, nigga. I need some Nike fly fishing boots.
Man, we need to work that out. But
how many niggas fly fish?
But what I was saying, once again, if Jesus comes down himself, the real Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta say the fucking real Noriega and shit. The real Jesus comes down, says it like Christianity was right.
Time out. Do you think the real Noriega ever referred to himself as the real Noriega?
No.
Like the actual dude.
But on real talk, one of them days when he was locked up and shit, there was a young comer that came into that same cell block that didn't know who he was.
You the
real Noriega.
That's fire.
or the most embarrassing part would have been this nigga, like his people try to go over there and intimidate the young homie and shit. And young homie look at him like, who? Like Noriega. Like the real Noriega?
Yeah.
The real Noriega.
Not N-O-R-E.
Like the one from the documentary, like not Nori. Like he do a podcast now. Fuck with him. The one from the documentary. Okay.
You talking about Left Rack or you talking about Colombia?
That was Nicaragua, bro.
Oh, Nicaragua. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was.
But
oh, yo. Yo, I had that timeline fucked up for a second.
You did have that timeline, all types of fucked up.
No, for real. Yeah. I had that timeline fucked up for a second.
Man, my God. But anyway, so comes down, Christians will go in a frantic rave. There will be a party thrown in the Vatican that will be like nothing that Coachella has ever seen.
Shout out to Pope Francis, just lost his home, boy. I heard about that.
Yeah, shout out to the homie. Like, and I tell you, I'm gonna tell you straight up, Jesus comes back tomorrow. I'm at the Vatican the next day, and I'm there when Beyonce performs. I'm there, nigga. I am there. I am 1,000% there. I'm there in that bitch. I'm like, what's good? Everything. I'm like, yay, gang for the Christians. But there will be mass hysteria on every level from there on out. There will be war instantly overnight. After that party at the Vatican, there will be instant war. The Jews will be coming. Right after the Jews come,
wait, for what? Who are they coming for?
Because like they don't acknowledge Jesus as the Son of God. So,
yeah, but Jesus was a black Jew, so
yes. But here's the thing. Most religion, not what your faith is, not where your faith lies. That's what the difference from what I'm saying. Now where your faith lies.
What you identify as.
Yeah. What you identify as. But most religion is mostly pushed by an agenda. So let's just say this. The Christians are right. The Jews will be mad. The Muslims will be mad. The Buddhists will be kind of pissed off, but they don't want to say it out loud.
You're gonna be mad you wasn't right. You're gonna be mad you weren't right. For sure.
You're gonna be mad. Sure. You're gonna be a little pissed off.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable.
And
you dedicated your life to some shit that was half true.
Yes. And then you would think to yourself too, if you was kind of like on the fence on whatever end of like religion you was probably born into, like, damn, son, I didn't dedicated 20 years, my whole childhood, all types of shit like this to going to temple or going to wherever any of these other religions.
Oh, you froze.
And spent my fucking school vacations and shit like that, like at these camps for shit that happened and not be true. Nigga, like it would be wild as hell. So and then on top of the agenda, there would be war and mass hysteria overnight. After that,
why do you think it'd be war? I think it'd be more confusion and sadness than war.
I am guaranteeing you, and this is what
I think niggas would get mad they were wrong. Not that
nigga, we would watch Jesus die again. I swear to God, that's what would happen. No. I wouldn't say it would literally happen. Like, I'm sure Jesus is more powerful than normal man. If that happened like that,
if he comes back, he's not coming back without a Kamehameha.
I'm sure. I wouldn't. Last time you put me on a crucifix. Like,
right.
Yeah. Like,
he coming back with
I'm coming back with the bang. I'm coming back with the bang.
At least the key blast.
But what I'm saying is they gonna try and kill Jesus ops. That was his ops 50,000 years ago will be his ops today. So then in turn, that shit happened. Oh my God. It would just be we would have just watched it happen. That's all it would have been. We would have just watched it happen again in our time. Niggas that would have their own personal
you know what? He'd probably
would
come back
actually trying to kill Jesus. If he came back immediately, that would be hard.
He'd just come back immediately and just be like mad as shit and be like, I tried. All right, Old Testament. What's up? Like, fuck it. Fuck it now. I think that may be more of a mortal response. I'm sorry, God. That may be more of a mortal response.
No, I'd be on that, nigga. If I came down
I just tried to help you.
Yeah. And then I'm just like, yo, son, I'm just trying to help everybody out. And then y'all try, and let's just say the Buddhists murder me. One of the motherfuckers come up behind me with a fucking bow staff and like break my spine and have like fly.
Oh, now what's the most likely one to do that?
To if we were say to murder Jesus? Like, if that happened?
in this situation in your head where we end up somehow killing Jesus again, which religion is the one that goes like, nah, if that's the real one, we gotta get that nigga up out of here?
What's the second largest religion?
Muslim.
Is it?
I think it's the first.
No, Christianity is the first.
Muslim, second.
I have to look that up. Second large. I don't ask my Siri things because she, you know what I'm saying, she be acting up too. I gotta keep my robo hoes in check too. Second largest religious group. Oh, you were right. Look at you. Yeah. Look at you.
A couple billion Christians, a couple billion Muslims.
Yeah, only trailing by 1.4.
Yeah.
Like really only trailing by 1.4. So Muslim would be 2. Probably the Muslims.
But see, that's the thing. Jesus is very intricate in that story. So if this press conference happens, would you be mad? You'd be a little mad because the guy you thought was the guy isn't the guy, but the message is the same. And the thing is the same. It's just not the guy you thought it was. It's just not nothing.
Yeah, but like I said, agenda. Hear me out now. Hear me out. We are human beings, meaning what's in the fuckery of our
soul. Rockets at America because we believed in Jesus more. That's stupid.
Nah, they wouldn't believe in Jesus. Like it wouldn't be because of that. I believe it would give more reason to destroy him in the sense of the majority of the. No, the majority.
We're going to heaven now.
The majority of the United States is Christianity. The majority of. We are a melting pot, but it's the majority of is Christianity in some form or way. So Jesus coming back would be more beneficial to the agendas, even politically, probably for the United States. So
this is a God we're talking about. He's not coming down here and being like, "Who believed in me the most?" All right, I fuck with y'all. That's not happening.
No, but what I'm saying is for the enemies that are, you would see it like I could definitely see a turning where it's like, oh shit, son. God tried to be on the side of the enemy over there. Nah, fuck that. Allah is only one God, true God, nigga. Fuck everything.
You a country that got a leader that think you can fight God, then you deserve whatever happens.
I absolutely agree.
Whatever happens when you do what you do, and whatever happens after that, you deserve it.
Look, I absolutely agree. I'm not saying it's gonna happen overnight or in 2 seconds, but what I will say, that's what's gonna be on the hearts and minds of a lot of motherfuckers that are the ops too. Because what I will say is the Jews can't attempt to kill Jesus.
You think niggas would actually, in reality, try to box with God?
Jesus, yes.
Same difference. And we boxing, same difference.
Until they
boxing
saw
4 niggas at that point.
Saw God. Like, yeah, they boxing it out.
No, he already gave the press conference. That's why you pissed off. You seen him.
But how big is your cojones though? Like, is you really gonna step down?
What are you boxing? I just said I'm real. I ain't pick no sides. I just said, hey,
what kind of real is you, nigga?
Real enough to stop time, collectively get every 7 billion people's attention in the sky and be like, hey, up here, this is real. If you think it's not, try again. Poof. You take that how you will.
Nigga, you probably
that's all he'd have to say.
You probably you existed in a porn universe, nigga. You could be a hologram, nigga. Who the fuck is you?
He gonna have some horns for the intro. They already got that in the Bible. You gonna hear horns.
You ain't gonna hear no motherfucking horns.
Doodle lip, doodle lip, doodle do, doodle lip, doodle lip, doodle do. And then you fuck around and see a face pop out in the sky because you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Why is Chappelle show shit playing in the sky?
You know what?
You're gonna go outside and be like, what the? And you're gonna be like, yeah, yeah.
You know
up
what?
Here, motherfucker. Like
I've just realized one thing. And then we're gonna intro this podcast. In the book of Revelations, it does mention the horns sounding
for the revelation
before the second coming. And this is how I will tell. This is how I would tell you straight up. This is how I would tell you straight up. Jesus may have been Arabic, may have been, you know what I'm saying, of Middle Eastern descent. But God definitely is Mexican because there's only one way.
I believe none of those things, but okay.
To get Mexicans outside, and that's to play a funky ass horn, and you're gonna be out there. God damn it.
See, that's where I believe your logic is flawed. Mother Nature is a Mexican, God is black, Jesus is mixed. And Cleopatra was black as well.
You gonna make Paul Mooney. You know what? You a blasphemous motherfucker. You gonna make Jesus Drake? This is episode 200.
I said black and Mexican. I didn't say black and Jewish.
No, you said Jesus was pretty much
a black Jew. No, yeah, okay.
You said he's Drake.
No. He's Young Thug. Free Young Thug.
No, keep Young Thug. Episode 213, Millennials Podcast, House of Space Media. We've been talking for like 15 minutes about some crazy shit. Who the fuck are you so we can get to the real shit?
Bitch, I bees. If you don't know, you won't know. I'm gonna tell you better than Kwame told the feds, bitch, about that 1.7. I am Busy 9-3, aka the motherfucking can't go down. Some know me as Kwame Khalifa, some know me as a crooked court justice, some know me as that nigga that will with them motherfucking, I don't remember how it fully go, but I'm gonna go off the dome, bitch. I got them 50s and them 100s and they litty, too titty, because I'm fresh like what? Bitch, a bag of brand new 50, so they in there too. Don't worry.
That's a throwback.
You feel me? And I ain't even do it right, but I made it work. Motherfucking some call me Captain Dr. Science. But you know what? I was in the studio today, so bitch, you see what it is? No lab coat needed. R.I.P. Cobain.
In my book that my memoir that I write one day, there is going to be a chapter called definitely entitled Nirvana Makes Everything Better.
Sometimes you got something in the way, my nigga.
Bro, there's gonna be a chapter.
Sometimes things smell like teenage
damn. and you smoke a lot of weed. You chill as hell now. Yeah.
All the real Nirvana fans are gonna be like, you just named like their two most popular singles. You're not a fan.
Look, I got a real harsh Nirvana take that most people wouldn't like, but it's definitely fucking true. If you ever played for a team or been in a band, you would know. Anyway, and I am the one and only, hailing from the home of bitchin' tequila, 50-cent margaritas, and cartel dealings, the one and only motherfucking Jose Ortega, aka Tequila Papi, also known as your uncle, your tío, the one and only Tito Lee, coming through with the crane kick, like, whoa! Also, you know what I'm saying? And the wake of motherfuckers that has just been jumping off fourth ropes, fifth ropes, ladders, all types of shit. I need to put my name I'm like out there and let you know I am the one and only Hall of Famer, the one known as Rey Mysterio himself. Put some respect on my name. I'm Fly God, and just as much as Fly God, but I'm more than Fly God because I'm the pod God. I deliver the flyness to your ear holes, my nigga, and praise me. God in the walking fresh. God damn it. And it's once again episode 213. Millennials Podcast. House of Space Media. We in this bitch.
Yo, you just reminded me of a story that I read earlier today that is very important to this podcast, only because I don't know if you were ever a fan of it, but I was a fan, and still to some degree I'm a fan of it. What'd you say about an NDA or something?
What? A non-disclosure agreement? About what?
Anyway, Vince McMahon apparently been out here nasty, nigga, like Harvey Weinstein and Hell in a Cell.
Oh, I saw that like 4-5 weeks ago.
Oh no, there was an update today.
Oh,
it was nasty. It was nasty.
Nastier.
Nastier.
Yeah, I think we talked about the last one.
Yeah, we did. That's why I was like, this is prevalent. And it was something you said in your AKS. I was like, oh, that's a thing. Oh, you said jumping from the top rope. That's what it was. And I was like, oh, yeah. That too. That happened. I just read that in the car earlier.
Look, man.
$12 million over 16 years.
Look, man. This is what I'm going to say is these. If you sign... This is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say right now. If you sign the NDA, bitch, please, ND. Please.
No, the NDA was after the fact. The shit, none of this came out because it was supposed to come out. It leaked.
All right. So, this goes into
everybody was happy with their payments. According to ESPN, from what I read, it sounds like everybody was happy with their payments. Everybody signed their paperwork. Niggas was getting paid. Shit was cool. Some shit leaked, though.
Look.
So they tried to play it for the optic.
No, hold up. As much as I don't like Vincent McMahon, I don't like
Kennedy McMahon, Harvey Weinstein.
I honestly don't give a fuck about his name at all. Like, I really don't. Like, that may just be the hotep in me, but I really just don't give a fuck about his name or presence at all because I believe he's dark, grave, and racist. But what I will say is these. If you the side chick, understand your role, play your role.
This wasn't that.
Wait, and we can win championships together every year and be a dynasty, baby.
I did say Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, well, Harvey was. Oh, I thought you were joking.
No,
I thought that was a joke inserted within. Oh my god,
it was, but you mistook the joke.
I'm about to say,
I'm comparing the two because it's
it's one of them. Oh,
it's equal. That's why I said Vincent Kennedy McMahon, Harvey Weinstein. He's doing Harvey Weinstein level shit. That's what I mean. It's nasty, bro. It's nasty.
Oh, so he's saying you can get up on the stage and wave a card if you blow. You know what I'm saying? If you give a blowjay.
Worse. What I read, a little bit. I ain't even finished the hard. What I read was 12 million. I got my stomach turned a little bit halfway into it from what I did, half of what I read. Yeah, gotcha. And this is me we talking about. Not that I'm comfortable with that. Naturally, that should make you a little weird, but I mean, I grew up on Vincent. You know what I'm saying? I grew up watching this product. I grew up giving him money, making my mom give him money. I was a fan of the product for sure. Undoubtedly, I still have.
Now we have to ride Vince McMahon.
I'm with that. But 12 million over 16 years, 7.5 or 6.5 of which went to a former superstar, unnamed, a diva, of course.
I mean, it could have been Triple H. Who knows?
That didn't leak yet. Who knows what they're into? Stephanie's weird, nigga. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, no, it was a diva, and apparently, the way they worded it was he coerced her into oral actions, and in said oral actions, she participated willingly and did not want to continue willingly participating. And amongst not wanting to continue participating, Vince said, okay, well, bitch, guess who's getting less time on the show? Oh, guess who's getting demoted? Oh, guess who don't work for the company no more? And then, of course, she felt away. So
of course, I mean, does he not look like that guy?
He does. He is. Come on. Been to this guy's live show. I've seen him in person. Yeah, come on. Come on. But he after all that happened, he ended up to keep her quiet. Gave her said, hey, just don't say shit. I give you this money. She said, cool, take the money. been paying every month. There was a contractor, somebody not even a part of. I don't know if she was the contractor for WWE means like 4 different things. You could be a wrestler, you could just be a worker, because technically, if you're not a champion on payroll, you're a contract worker. Technically, you sign I-9s with them. You're not a payroll nigga. So that's part of how Vince gets off on like niggas dying and injuries and shit. Anyway, he's a sick motherfucker. Anyway, that's a whole nother bag of beans. There was a WWE contractor that he sent an unsolicited dick pic to. I had to pay $1 million to keep her quiet about that shit. Imagine $1 million dick pic, nigga. How drunk were you, Vince?
Sober. He was convinced.
And that's the scary part. You was probably sober.
Yeah,
that's the scary part.
Convinced that the dick pic was
I've
suitable.
sent a drunk dick pic to a bitch that wasn't supposed to receive it because I was drunk enough to be like, let me see what she think. And then I woke up and had to make an excuse. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen, because she clearly was not interested. Sorry. That was just a drunken attempt. Didn't cost me $1 million though. And even if it did, if I was in a position where it did cost me $1 million, probably would have thought twice before I'd done it, or even been drunk with my fucking phone in my hand. That was 2 of them. There's another. The same superstar. This is crazy. Same superstar that got the $6.5 million payout of ended up having a relationship with the executive producer of all the shows. Also got a non-disclosure payout from that nigga, 3.5 every month. So she was collecting. None of these people, from what it said, from how it seemed in the article, I'm not saying nothing against them. From what it seemed like in the article, none of these women were mad at the payments they were receiving, but the shit came out and it's like, yeah, that was happening. I don't know if you can be mad about that, but either way, Vince is nasty.
I will say this. I will enjoy the downfall of such a man. Watching it.
Stephanie got to step it up, because they said that came out too. They said a couple weeks ago when we was talking about it. They said
this is going to be
optic.
Look, my nigga, when you're a dirty motherfucker, you're a dirty motherfucker, and when the world know you're a dirty motherfucker, you just can't act like you just not a dirty motherfucker. People hate Ellen now. Man, they're gonna hate you.
She looked miserable them last 4 episodes. She looked miserable. Like, I just want to get this shit over with. I don't care.
Is it wrong that I would still probably smoke weed with Ellen? Ellen would smoke weed today. I know she's smoking weed right now.
No, I'd smoke with Ellen. I feel like Ellen is misunderstood in the sense that she's bitter about some shit she has the right to be bitter about, but
you know what?
It's played off today like, get over it. No, fuck you. You almost ruined my fucking career.
That's the next play. That's the next play. When Martha Stewart is too old to keep cooking and feeding Snoop Dogg while he high as hell when they show together and shit, me and Ellen gonna do a show where I'm gonna make her Mexican food and we gonna smoke and eat and shit, and people gonna love her again. That's gonna be it. You know what I mean? I fuck with Ellen, bruh. I just think sometimes real shit.
Ellen gonna end up being a judge on American Idol.
I really hope she don't.
I feel like she will be.
I hope she don't. Nobody watch American Idol.
Either that or
they canceled that shit on purpose. And middle-aged white America brought that shit back so quick.
You think they don't want to see Ellen, nigga? You don't think they'll get her as a judge one of these seasons?
Look, man. Look.
10, 20 million.
The reasons why people call Ellen an asshole, it's the same reasons that people call Kevin Hart an asshole. Same reason.
No, it's not.
Pretty much it is.
No, it's not.
Some are. Some in some way, because a lot of those is the Kevin Hart reasons, which is like, oh my god, he's so like extra, and it's like, yes, nigga, he trying to he remembered doing the shit that you're doing himself. So he wants to make sure that you're doing the shit right type of shit. And if you're not, he's is kind of crucial of it if he's doing this and writing this shit and doing this, and this to get to where he's at now, and you just can't do that. And he hired you to just do that. I understand that. Just like in the terms of Ellen.
No, it's not the same thing. Ellen used to get apparently used to get mad at niggas for getting orders wrong and fucking up little shit. Like, would just be a bitch to be. Like I said, I understand her being. It's a difference between wanting shit done right and just being angry.
Yeah, but
I think Ellen is legitimately angry, and maybe not legitimately.
But you might have caught. But what I'm saying, you might have caught Shawty on a different day, on a wrong day too.
Yeah, maybe, but that's the day that made the news.
But also, it's the thing of like, nigga, you are in the business of consistently being happy on daytime TV. Like that is the persona that you're supposed to give off. Now, everybody in my mama, in they mama, your mama, my mama know. That's not how the fuck people get down. We have our bad days and our off days. We have our bad days and our off days coming into doing this shit. But we put a lot of it to the side just to do this shit as we do it.
It's different.
Shout out to our listeners around the world. We love y'all. Like, share, subscribe, and shit across the pond. Here on stateside, we fuck with y'all. We love y'all. But
it's different though when it's coming from a place of I've been here. This isn't Kevin Hart. This isn't a nigga that blew up and he's just trying to keep his empire running. This isn't that. This is a woman that started as a stand-up comic, got a TV show at a time when not a lot of people got TV shows.
Yeah, now that she was a lesbian, lost her fucking TV show, came back on the comeback.
Ruin the bitch.
They did for a couple years.
And then she kept doing her stand-up, got that little that little show. Just supposed to be a regular daytime show. It ended up being the biggest shit since Oprah.
It ran it for like what, 21 years?
Ended up being the biggest shit since Oprah. Nigga, next to Dr. Phil, which is an Oprah spawn, ended up being the biggest shit since Oprah. Nigga.
Look. Hear me out, homie. Hear me out. Now,
yeah,
if
talk, nigga.
Straight up. If Oprah, let's just say if Oprah, now I would if Oprah acted a nut the same way Ellen would, I would cape for her too.
I feel like Oprah does. I feel like Oprah just pay niggas well enough to, not tell them.
I was just about to say that. I'm like, there's no fucking way. There's no way. Look, fam, the therapist I used to go to and shit back in the day, she had all the Oprah magazines. And this was at the time when we had Skinny Oprah. So it was like, yeah, this was like, I hate the meat industry Oprah. So it was all types of extra positive Oprah in this moment. Now I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Do everything for you, cool. I don't even care. You don't care for fucking, meat, the meat industry. Ooh, cool. I don't care. But it was all positivity. This is in my therapist's office. It's one of the most zen places I've ever been in my life. And I think I was like 7th grade. So we talking about now. As an adult, damn near 30 years old. And you say, yeah, Oprah she had this moment where she yelled at people for not getting her coffee right at a show she did in 2008 and made everyone feel so belittled. She ran the show for fucking years. So we gonna point out these 5, these 4, these 6 moments in 20 years. Yes, I had a bad fucking day. Yes, you were a fucking cunt nugget, and you really pissed me off because you was just like, well, it's just foam. Bitch, no, it's not.
Sometimes a bad day goes that far, though.
I'm keeping 100 with you. Keeping 100 with you. 100. I love my fans. We gonna do a show or whatever. We do a live show. My asshole is a case of Red Bull. I will bring my own liquor and Coronas, no problem. A case of Red Bull and a pound of weed, hybrid, indica dominant, or straight up indica. That's it. If you give me sativa, guarantee you, if you catch me on a bad day, I'm snapping. A regular day is like, all right, I still got like half a pound from the last show. Nigga, it ain't no trip. You know what I mean? I can just sell this bag of sativa and shit to somebody else who really fuck with that shit. Like, cool, no problem. Bad day, who the fuck put this shit in my dressing room? Throwing shit in people's faces. This shit, you think I'm on a cerebral high, bitch? I'm going to do a fucking live show in the fucking car.
But then
it might happen.
But then you're hard to work with. That gets out. Nobody wants to work with you anymore now. That's gonna come out. That's not just gonna be a thing where it's just like, oh, Joe's just having a bad day. No, nigga. No.
Like
Steve doesn't get to have a bad day. That's why Steve put out that press release.
I will be that dickhead asshole that will be like, yo, it says in my contract in big bold letters, like, lawyer, didn't I say put it in bold letters? It's in bold letters, right? Yeah. Is everybody cool? In Steve big Harvey. Bold letters, says. This is not a fucking byline at the bottom. This is not a footnote, bitch. This says in bold letters, and it's underlined, isn't it? It's underlined, goddammit, lawyer, that it says indica or hybrid, indica dominant, pound in Mr. Jose Ortega's dressing room, along with a case of Red Bull. The Red Bull was completely wrong because it was motherfucking blue. I don't fuck with the blue. Kiss my dick. And you got me sativa. Somebody trying to ruin this whole shit. Now, somebody's either getting shot in the kidney or I'm getting my shit the way it's supposed to be.
So I said Steve Harvey is the perfect example. He told you niggas, don't talk to me. Niggas lost their mind when that shit leaked. They said, yo, Steve is an asshole. He don't even want nobody to talk to him before his show. No, bitch, I do, 8 shows? No, I can't afford to have people talking to me all day because then I'm exerting energy talking to you that I need to have for the recording. Fuck you.
I'm not even thinking about the exerted energy. Like, nigga, I got somewhere I gotta be. So if my entire day is working for 12 hours and shit, and then it's perfectly calculated to this 12 hours, I don't have an extra 10 to 15 to kick it with you to speak about your motherfucking stand-up comedy career that ain't going no fucking place. I don't have no time for it.
You see me.
That's on God. That's on GP.
Don't talk to me. Don't knock on my door. None of that. When you see me walk in, you say hi. Say hi when I walk in. Cool. I'm gonna say hi to you. Cool. Because when I walk in, that's one thing. Nigga, when I get in my dressing room and I settle down, and you know I got to record Family Feud, I gotta record Judge Steve, I gotta record all the shows he does. Don't talk to me.
I gotta find out which rapper my daughter's banging now.
That too. Like, don't talk to me.
Look, love fans.
Trying to be funny when I get out here. I don't need you fucking up my energy.
I love all y'all, but some of this shit is dependent on. That's the shit that look, but that's the shit though. That's why my request is very simple. It's shit that I would normally supply for myself to do this, but to do it on a larger scale. So if we had to do a couple promos, radio show, Breakfast Club, whatever, we have to do this, that, and the other before the day. We ain't got time to stop at a dispo in whatever given city and get weed. We don't have time to motherfucking stop in the middle of the hood and somewhere in Kansas and get a pound.
We gotta have it or have a nigga get it for us.
Exactly. So the thing is, it's like, all right, fam. for me to deliver what our fans in Kansas may love about us, or our fans in Liverpool probably. Shout out to y'all. Man, they give a fuck about us. All I need is all I need for you to deliver is these two things. I will bring the rest myself and the talent myself. Whatever you request is whatever you request. If you cannot deliver for me just that thing, might go nutty just on a bad day. I've been known in a really bad moment, like I'm hungry and I'm pissed off already to snap. But after one of those things get taken care of, I realized, like, damn, you was tripping a little bit. Like, I might need to smoke some weed before I eat, or eat first and then smoke, whichever come first. It's like, yo, damn, I was kind of fucked up. Like, you kind of snapped on that motherfucker and shit. That wasn't even necessary. But I did it anyway.
Yeah.
It was a bad day. Ellen ain't entitled to a bad day. Oprah ain't entitled to a bad day.
Not when it makes headlines, because then it looks like, well, how many other days?
That's wild as fuck. Because
many
every
other
day
days
for Kanye is a bad day.
If you look at the headlines, yeah.
It's Kanye. Do you want to be Kanye?
I don't think it'd be the worst thing in the world.
I wouldn't be cool with you. I'm not Push. I'm sorry.
That's cool.
I don't
think I was friends with many people at that point.
You need a push. Pause. You need a push to that.
Maybe.
Young Kanye needed Jay. Then he found Push. Then he need Jay no more. Or at least Jay didn't need him. At least Beyonce told Jay not to kick it with that nigga no more. It was one of the two.
I think at a certain point, Push is going to have to make a decision. And Push in that decision is going to be like, do you over there? Nah, call me. I'll be there. But do you over there?
If this label break down any more than it already has, then yeah. All you got over there is pushing 070 Shake, and that's it. Yeah, like if it keep breaking down, then I ain't got really nothing to. If I gotta be the juice with this shit, probably not. Like, yes, I agree. I can, and like, yeah, absolutely.
Give it a couple years, we can see. But I don't know how much longer.
Push might just start the first trap church with his brother.
You could do that on the side.
I mean, sometimes you got.
That's a hell of a sermon. God versus the devil again. That's a hell of a sermon. You got made, you got made motherfucking. What's Malice? Motherfucking giving fucking bars about God. You got Push sitting up.
He Christian as hell now.
You know what I'm saying? Like
he Christian as hell now.
I told you he put out an album a couple years ago.
I listened to it.
Dope.
I listened to it. It
wasn't even gospel rap for real. That shit was just hard ass rap about God. I wouldn't even classify it as gospel rap. Like
it's gospel rap. It's gospel rap. Yeah.
It wasn't in your face.
Yeah, it wasn't in your face, but I know it was gospel rap because once I listened to it, like the 3 times I gave it a serious listen, I never went back to it again. Like it was enough for me to say, like, all right, Malice still got this shit, but I'm not. This ain't my flow. Like I'm really listening to this for the. Does he really still got it? Like I just wanted to like be happy for Malice.
To it too.
Like that was like I'm just wanted to be happy for Malice and shit because I'm like, all right,
no Malice.
Or how long you gonna be Mace, my nigga? Because Mace didn't even want to be Mace for a long time.
Mace still Mace. Mace was always Mace. He just wanted to try something new. He was on the Snoop line.
What I really want to know is, was Mace really a gangster?
That's for Harlem to decide. I ain't got nothing.
Like New York, Harlem, I really want to know. Was Mace really out here banging the trap like that?
I feel like you gotta ask Cam or Jim that.
I don't know. Oh, that's Jim.
I feel like Cam might have more, might know more. I don't know. Or at least be willing to tell more. Jim might be like,
And the answer for me would be more digestible from Jim Jones, because he would explain it in a very North End type of way to me. So it's like I could relate. Cam, more or less for you.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like Cam got that type of energy. He one of them niggas like, you ever met a nigga? I've met this dude a couple times. You ever met not Cam, but the guy I'm about to describe. You ever met a dude that before you met him, like y'all made eye contact or something from a distance, and before you actually met him, something in you told him, you told you either gonna have to fuck him up or y'all gonna be cool as hell?
Yeah, I've been described as that person a couple times.
Yeah. There is that guy that exists. And I was like, I feel like if I met Cam, that's the type of energy I would get. Because he's got that frantic, wild energy. And it's just like you can't place it all the time. You never know what the nigga's gonna do. And I always feel like that with those type of guys. I don't know. It's like when you're all over the place, it's like, all right, nigga. And then I meet you and it depends on how it goes. And it's like, all right, cool. I'll decide if I like you or not.
Look. All I'm saying is that Jim's gonna give a real ass, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck ass energy. I'm just gonna keep it 100.
I asked you. And fuck, I asked you was Mesa Gangster.
Yeah. And Cameron he gonna give you that answer. He gonna give you an answer, but it's gonna be with a lot of extra details and shit. Like I was telling my wife earlier, I get my wife, ask my wife a lot of times, yes or no questions. She gives me an extra answer all the time. And I'm just like, where the fuck was the yes or the no? Like, yes, no, that's it. That's all I asked for. I'm not asking for.
That shit makes my blood boil.
I'm not asking for the yes on top of this. I didn't give a fuck about didn't give a fuck about none of that. I wanted the yes or the no. That's it. You know what I mean? Be completely direct. That's all I asked for.
And I get it. Should be
Jim is that type of person.
I get it. Should be probably probably. But I get it though. Should be layered, but at the same time, it's yes or no.
It's simple. So, it's like it is really simple. What's crazy is my wife only speaks one language, so I'm just like, how the fuck?
I'm convinced now at this point. I know I've always, talked about the multiple white women I'd love to marry. She can't speak this language. This language, she can't speak.
Like English?
No.
Or negative?
Both.
Oh shit. My wife don't speak negative.
I need to marry a girl or a woman that I can use Google Translate with.
That's where I'm going next. If I get divorced, that's where I'm at.
I think they have updated the app. I think I got it on my phone too. There is a thing where you can just say some shit in there and be like, boom. I seen it on 90 Day Fiance. Niggas have relationships like that. You just talking to a phone to tell each other shit.
Yep.
Perfect.
100%. 100%, Nick.
Perfect.
There's grandparents that have whole relationships with their grandkids and shit, and they deaf together, the kid not deaf, and they doing sign language and shit. So it's like, look, my nigga.
That's a whole another thing, but all right.
That was a beautiful commercial I saw about Google Chrome. That shit almost made a nigga cry. That shit hit I was like, that's what the fuck is technology is for. Like, let's make positivity in the world. God damn it. Do it for the greatness of mankind. I was happy for that one.
That's cute.
I don't want to give up on us. I don't. We stupid as shit.
I've been gave up on us.
Yeah, because we stupid as shit. I don't blame you.
Yeah, I gave up on us.
I don't blame you.
Year 4 of the podcast? 5? Yeah, I gave up like year 2.
No, you gave up before we started, nigga. Before we decided to press play on this motherfucker. Probably, it was gone.
I gave up more later.
You said we was gonna blow up in 2016. You're still here, goddamn.
Yeah. Well, that's
Still
two
here.
different things, though. That's two different things.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. You said we was gonna blow each other up in 2016. We still here.
But that's different though, because technically right now we could be at a nuclear standoff at any moment. You never know.
Look, fam. I'm just saying we still here. We could be though. Brittany Griner holding us down. Free Brittany Griner, man. Still to this day. You know what I mean? She unfortunately had to
Gotta hit one time for Brittany.
I'm gonna spark the whole marijuana stick for this one.
It ain't real if you ain't got a cart. Free Brittany. Smoking carts for her all week. Damn it.
Wait. Anyway, so unfortunately, she had to plead guilty from a lot of sources that I saw, like as far as like lawyer motherfuckers that really specialize in dealing with them foreign affairs and shit like that when you get caught overseas and being an American on some shit. And for Russian dealings and shit, they said for them to come to an agreement, more than likely to make an exchange for her, that's what the Russian political play is to find her guilty, but to make an exchange for her for another prisoner that we have that's Russian and make an exchange. But the only way that works is if she pleads guilty. It can't just be like, oh, we have your person, you have our person, let's make a switch. So inevitably,
see, that's nasty.
Yeah, inevitably,
that's nasty.
And that's what. And
then if I plead guilty, nigga, I don't know you gonna do that. And then I'm just stuck, bitch. Like what? The fuck?
Exactly.
This ain't America. It's not gonna work like how it work. Like you know what I mean? Like so, if you plead guilty, bitch, then I can just go. Well, you pled guilty, so. I mean, the trade didn't work out, so now you just got to do the 20 years. What?
Yeah, I think she's facing like 10, I think, for the... no, it's not that much. I think it was like 10, I think.
Still way too fucking
but
much.
It's a lot of years for a fucking cart, bro. Like whether it's legal there or not. Like it's weed, bro. It's not meth, it's not coke, it's not crack, it's not MDMA.
That much.
Weed.
10 years for that much. That's crazy.
Weed. So,
and that's assuming she had a gram. She might have had a half gram card. Who knows?
But she had the card. She had written a letter to President Joe Biden asking for help. Like I voted. It was her first time voting. And she voted for him in the last election. And she was like, please just like help me. Like I miss my peoples. Like just get me home. Like
help me, nigga.
And Joe is like really determined on getting her home. But we got to make that trade.
How much longer Joe got? It's 2022. He got like a year and a half left before he got to run again. He's not
going to run again. I don't think he's going to run again.
You think he's not running against Trump? Yes, he is.
I don't even think Trump's going to run again. I think he'll be dead before that.
Fucking delusional world do you live in?
I think he'll be dead, like natural causes dead.
Trump?
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully, but probably not.
He's
got a presidential healthcare plan, right?
But if your survival depends on like your natural survival, this is what you naturally survive off of, is like Big Macs and McDonald's fries.
He's not the first nigga to do that.
And you're 70 plus years old.
He's not the first
with the political stress.
Stress. It's a game.
It's a political
seriously.
Yeah, but
except for the shit that actually pisses him off, which is very little.
But it's a stress put on top of it because the campaign is always a stress. because you don't know whether you're gonna win or lose. Your goal is to ultimately win and to cheer and to get on along as many people as possible.
I can see him stroking out, just not in the next year and a half, 2 years.
I definitely can
6
see.
years even. No, what is he? 77? 72?
And the way we're going right now, there's gonna be a lot of fucking trans, gay, cis, black, and all types of other people that are gonna be not white and normal that are gonna be would more than likely vote against this motherfucker anyway.
Yeah, he's 76. He's got another 10 in him.
Big Macs though, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know, Saint.
and wouldn't be the first.
I don't know, Saint. I don't know.
You got a steady diet of the same shit. It might not be the healthiest shit, but that's what your body run off of. And you know it to work off a certain way, and you keep it working like that. That's what your body run off of.
You ain't never seen The Boys and shit on Amazon Prime, man.
No.
You've
been telling me to watch it for years. I still haven't watched it.
Shit's fire. But anyway, there's a bitch with a power.
I'm gonna watch it. I just haven't.
There's a bitch with a power on there to make niggas' head explodes and shit. Like really, like plow, like whole bitch, like plow. No bullets, just thought plow. In my head, if I was trying to live myself at 76, 78 years old, living off Big Macs and shit, and I've been living off this for the past 30 years.
First off, this is Trump we talking about. This nigga's not eating.
I think eventually my head would go just like that. Plow, nigga. Just
this is Trump we talking about.
Completely explode.
He loves McDonald's, yes, but he's not eating Big Macs every day. That's not what he does. Come on.
Oh, nuggets on some days. Nuggets on some days.
Lobster, something. He switching.
You mean a Mick lobster?
Bro. Yeah. You think he can't get a Mick whatever the fuck he want made, nigga? Yes, he can. Nigga, he can get a Mick what the fuck if he wants, nigga. He can get a Mick shit.
Look. By the time he's down to run, we shouldn't be where we are right now. So with that being said, once again, if that be the case,
nigga, people are more amped up than ever to vote for this nigga. What are you talking about?
I am out. I'm gonna put my vote in, and depending on it, it's not cute, nigga. When I'm out, the fuck you at?
I'm still here.
Oh yeah, you Republican as fuck. I forgot you voted for him.
Whatever. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
You voted for him last time, didn't you?
You keep saying that.
Just admit it. No, I'm asking.
What's the worst that happened last time? The nigga dropped the mother of all bombs and tried to tear the fabric of the country into pieces.
COVID happened and the whole fucking country had to shut down because we had no way to fucking fight this shit.
And he
didn't
help
no
with that.
Plan for it.
Yep. Because he wasn't worried about it. So, do you think it's going to be any better next time, provided another pandemic doesn't happen and or the same one doesn't pick up?
I'm going to say we're still technically in COVID-19.
As a matter of fact, if it is the same, that's what I'm saying. If it is the same one 4 years from now and he wins, God forbid, you think he's taking it serious? No. It's going to be freedom for all the Republicans. Everybody going to be on the freedom train, whatever the fuck that means.
You know what? You have one responsibility, sir, within this 2 years, I believe.
Fuck as many white women as possible. You're right.
You're absolutely right. That was exactly what I was gonna say. Just get in there.
Well, yeah.
Fuck the gene pool up.
That's our only. That's our best shot.
That's your only option.
That's
your best option.
Yeah. So I won't do it. That likes us.
I mean, I won't do it because it's nothing against white women in general, but white American ladies, y'all make me sick a little bit. But it's not my thing.
Whatever. I got enough nut to go around. So any nigga in that same mindset as me, let's all stay away from each other's bitches and fuck up the pool. Nigga, I'm with it.
Y'all equal opportunity fuckers.
No, you don't fuck mine. I don't fuck yours, and we don't
Nah,
need
it's
to fuck
equal
around
opportunity.
together. No, yeah, until you get one, and which is yours is yours. So you gotta stop.
Wait.
Unless she for the streets, she ain't for the streets.
But are the streets for her?
That's up for her. That's the decision she has to make. But when you find that out, you know if she is or isn't.
The streets got a draft too, nigga.
They do.
They got a draft too.
There's a G League for the streets. Flat out.
I just heard a little pussy ass gunshot.
He's over there shooting 11s.
Yeah, it sounded like an 11. I wouldn't say that. It was definitely a 380 shot.
Boy,
and it was
shot
just
a bird.
It's just one of them shits too. So
or a nigga, one of them.
Yeah, I was like, whoever got pop, got pop. You know what I mean? Shit.
A bird.
Street justice is justice of some sort. I'm mad motherfuckers that never heard street justice.
It's because you sound old as fuck saying it. Who says that? We getting street justice on these niggas. That sounds like some shit you say in the 80s with a headband on.
I'm not saying like that. I'm saying like sometimes I'm saying there's like a different level of it. It's like because just like I was explaining to the homie who got robbed for the gun and shit. I'm just like, you can't expect to be around grimy motherfuckers and expect griminess not to happen. Like, you around grimy motherfuckers. What you want? Like, what do you want?
I mean,
it's not gonna be flowers and rainbows. So, you know what I mean? If you want something to happen, you can't go over here and tell the police. So you would have to do some street justice type shit to get yours back.
You'd have to arguably know what the fuck flowers and rainbows were. So, who knows? Depends.
Flowers and rainbows is that, can I please have my gun back? No. No, that's that. And it's like, oh yeah, I feel bad for me. My bad, I stole this shit from you. No, that's not how this shit works.
You know what? Now that you asked for it.
Right. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, you got your options, fam. It's like, yo, you either go to the precinct and be a snitch, or however you want to identify it. Or you want to go out here and
are you a civilian that got your fucking gun stolen, or did a nigga rob you?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. The person is a civilian, so I'm just like,
you a civilian? Yeah, they go to the police.
Yeah, I'm just like, you civilian, you want to snitch?
That's your next best step.
Okay, it's like, yo, it's like my rules don't apply to you right now. So it's like, if you want to do that, that is
if you a nigga like
okay.
Me, well, not like me, but if you a nigga like the nigga that stole it from you, go talk to him.
Exactly. But you know what I mean? So like you got your options. You know what I mean? It's like you got your street justice option and you got your justice option. In my opinion, I don't really believe I'm snitching on in any way, let alone people of color. Because I believe that's a real slave, like me. I feel like that's cooning.
Because I was about to ask you, do you feel like picking and choosing when you're a civilian is cooning? Because I feel like that plays into what you're talking about. Because you can pick and choose when you're a civilian.
No, because real shit, even when my car got scratched up and shit by the racist, I didn't do a police report.
No, I'm doing a police report. I'm talking about like where you go full out, where it's like.
But what I'm saying is like the civilian thing would have been to report it.
Yeah.
My step one was call the leasing office, see if it happened to anybody else. No. Okay.
Whether you file a police report, you should do that.
No, like that was first off. That was first and foremost, because it's like a mixed neighborhood. First and foremost. But I'm very much pro black and brown in my crib. It's known. I make it known. But all right, if that's what, like, all right, it never happened to nobody else. Cool. People like, well, you should file a police report. Nah. Because it's like, to me, it was like, nope, this is personal. In any type of way, this is personal. So I'm going to personally handle this. This is going to be handling street justice. I don't give a fuck about this motherfucker going to court. I don't give a fuck about this motherfucker talking to no judge. I don't give a fuck about this motherfucker trying to get no lawyer and trying to defend himself and plea out. No. You getting these hands or you getting this leg? You know what I mean?
You
No
ain't even know
plato,
who did it though.
like no plato o plomo, manos o plomo.
But you don't even know who did it. So you can say that, but and police report or not, they ain't gonna do shit. If you don't know who did it, they don't know who did it. They ain't gonna find out no better than you will.
No.
So I mean,
but I was dedicated.
Yeah, it's not.
But I was dedicated
to
my cause, bro. I slept in my backseat of my car, like cuddled up with my AR for like 3 nights in a row, hoping that motherfuckers would come back.
Yeah, you on some other shit.
Bam.
For scratching the car up, nigga, that's some other shit.
No, because it's like, my thing is, if we can have a beef, we can have one. That's cool.
How you ain't got no cameras on your crib?
Now I do. Everywhere.
I was gonna say, how didn't you have that before? That's part of moving in.
I don't feel the need to have to, at this point in time, like, nigga, where I live, you not getting much more from anybody else than you got. Like, it's not a come up.
It's not a reason to rob a nigga. Doesn't mean it's not a reason to have protection against the possibility.
Yeah, but that's my thing. I live my life in a sense of just respect only. I respect you, you respect me. If you feel insecure about a way that I feel, and me and you had no quarrel, but you have some mentally misled quarrel with me, that's on you. That's a you thing. But you having a you thing can equal up to you being, you know what I'm saying, filled up with some shit in Grand Theft Auto.
We ain't on Twitch, man.
No, yeah, all right, fuck it. It can lead to you getting shot. Period. Because it's like, I'm not looking for a problem, bro. I will openly say I'm very much like, now today, removed from the streets. I'm not trying that shit no more. I got a family. I got my kid. I'm living trying to live a completely legitimate life in every way possible. I admire the street shit. I still love it. I respect it. I understand it. I breathe it. But I'm not trying to be inside of that shit. Period. Like, just offset from that. So personal beefs to that regard, I wouldn't know who to have. You know what I'm saying? What to have, and wouldn't have one off intentionals. And that's my thing. It's like, if you don't have the shit to say to somebody else, why would you do some shit? Say shit to your face. Quarrel with me straight up. If you think whatever you think, walk up to me. It's okay. I might not be armed. I might not be armed in that moment. But it's okay. Like, it's all right. We can have this altercation. We can even talk it out. We might even talk it out, and you will discover that I'm one of the coolest motherfuckers that ever breathed life. And you just never knew, because you wanted to be a dick and pre-assume, because I made you feel uncomfortable in a certain moment, and I wasn't even acknowledging you. But I might have been acknowledging you, and you just felt a certain type of way. What I will say is, once again, like I said, I think then any form of in any type of way of burning a cross in my yard will be met with hostility on every type of way possible. Only thing I'm missing is hand grenades and a jumbo jet. Fuck with me.
I feel that.
Free Brittany Griner.
I'm just saying.
Before we got to go get her.
That too. I'm just saying, nigga, you're supposed to have the cameras on the movie ending. That's all I'm saying.
Look, fam, I didn't grow up.
Never catch me lagging without no camera, boy.
I ain't grow up with them. I ain't like
none of us did, but we grew to get them, nigga.
You saw them shits on Scarface, nigga.
Yeah, but then they became accessible to everybody.
Yeah, but nigga, but if I'm gonna do a crime to you, nigga, I ain't doing that shit where you can see my face anyway, or where I'm driving in.
I got cameras all over my crib. It's a lot harder to do a crime in my crib, isn't it? Even if you get away with it, I got you on camera.
Oh, I got you on camera. I don't know what your face looks like, nigga, but I got you on camera.
If I'm not home and you got the whole crib, you might not have seen the cameras, bitch. You was on camera.
Fuck out of here.
I'm the type of nigga, I put cameras in the crib.
I ain't doing that. That shit's weird. But
I put cameras in the crib, nigga. I don't care. Outside and inside, nigga. And they not in like spaces where it's a lot of traffic, but they angled to where if a motherfucker walk by, you see it. You know.
Nah, fuck that noise. Even I realized that I started playing Grand Theft, replaying Grand Theft Auto today. And there's some of these fucking missions.
We need to do a mission if you're playing that shit again.
Yeah. I was going through the storyline, finishing that shit because I never finished it. And there was some of these missions where you had like save your like kids and shit or save your family. I took them shits personally. Like it was just like it was like a real, all right, motherfucker, you run up to my
asshole as his kids were. Really, you took it personally?
I took it personally, like in the sense of
kids were terrible, nigga.
Yeah, they were terrible. I'm like, nope, no AR, no pistol, no nothing. We going straight shotgun on this bitch the entire way. Each time, cloud, running niggas down, just with the pump, just going at them. And I'm just like feeling this sense of like, yo, if you really wanted to, if you wanted to really rage war on the Ortega house, you gonna need some shit. Like, you gonna need some shit because I'm gonna fuck shit up. Like, don't play, fam. Like,
and the bigger space I got, the less space like, you got.
It's like I don't want cameras in my crib because I know the sanctity of safety that I feel, knowing that what I could do if you try to run up in this bitch. And if you wanted to, you gonna need at least a small army. Decent size. I'm gonna make it tough. I'm gonna make it tough.
All I know is if a motherfucker ever tried something, anything, God forbid there is more than enough things that could make sure that you don't leave how you came, for sure.
100. If anybody catch me at one of the expos where they sell jets and shit, like to everybody, I'm not just buying one. Nigga, I'm buying a fleet.
Well, if you buy a jet, nigga, that's a whole nother game. So that's a whole nother tier of home defense, nigga. We talking about basic level shit. Grand Theft Auto level shit.
Nah,
I guess you get on the jet.
I gotta at least hire like 18 niggas, like really, you know what I mean, be like real like aerial security for real. Like helicopters and jets and shit, comms, communications. Like like that's what Scarface was missing, bro. That's what Tony was missing.
Oh yeah, if he had aerial support, none of that shit would happen.
And he needed a Navy. Because if we would think if he just killed Manolo was his like army and shit, man on the ground.
I mean, he's the head of security, so
I mean, yeah, like 5-star general, but you need a Navy and shit, son. Like that crib is right next to water, bro, fam. Like right there. Like
doing a lot of coke makes you miss things, man.
Look, a couple fucking Bolivians and ran up on my ass and shot me in the back. One of them don't even speak nothing. He don't speak no English, no Spanish, no nothing.
Well, one shot you in the back.
I'm just saying. The rest of them niggas shot like straight shot.
They shot your front up. One shot you in the back.
I didn't even feel that shit because that was cocaine.
No, that was the one you felt. The other ones you didn't feel. The 100 bullets that went into everything somehow except your face, which that's the only crazy part about that scene. Watching it for the 1000th time I've fucking seen it. All of those machine guns going off at one person, nothing hits his face. Everything is chest and legs, and he's just, I think you're fucking bullet. And then homeboy come up in the back, and then it's like,
he shot that nigga straight in the spine. Like,
well,
three of that
nigga,
nigga. I was about to say 3 of that nigga's vertebrae was gone. Like you
went into his throat, nigga. That's why he said,
I was like, what the fuck are you gonna do when 3 of your vertebrae is gone? Nigga, you like, yeah, I can take a bunch of like body shots if it don't hit no vital organs right away off of cocaine.
And that was the other thing he had on.
He had the paramount mountain of cocaine on his office table, and he snorted it before this all happened.
Between cocaine, a bulletproof vest, and just anger, nigga.
Bam,
that kept him alive like an extra 3 minutes.
Bam.
Like for real.
Bam. Look here. If you do some shit like pour out the whole box of cocaine, just like on the shit, and then you don't even, there ain't no card in sight. You say, fuck it, I'm gonna use my hand. This is the hand. And say, flunk. Like, bro, I'm gonna tell you straight up. There's a reason. This is for people that have never done it before. There's a reason why you do use the card. Because all cocaine is not just like some breakdown shit like flour or powdered sugar. It's not just like, and this comes out completely flat, not rocky or anything like that. Yeah, like you got to break some of this shit down because you got to think some of this shit was probably compressed super, super dumb tight to get to where kilos aren't these fat ass bricks that look like bricks. They're flat, they're tight, they're super compressed when you see one. These shits, you got to break that shit down. You can't just and be okay. You were supercharged at that point. Because in that moment, when he was getting shot at, there was a big ass rock about this size and shit upside his fucking navel cavity that was keeping him alive. Yeah. That was it. Until the loss of 3 vertebrae. And then that was it.
That'll do it.
There ain't enough cocaine in the world to replace 3 vertebrae.
Nah, last time I checked, I think there was
that shit gone.
Enough to replace 1, but not 3.
You can't even replace 1, nigga. If 1 gone, you paralyzed for shit.
I'm saying, but 1 though, you could like, if you off enough coke, you could walk yourself to the hospital and be like, I need help. And
then be No. As a matter of fact,
you still be paralyzed, but I mean,
no, you can't even do that.
Walk yourself to the hospital.
You're talking about a missing piece of your spinal cord.
Mm-hmm. We're talking about cocaine,
nigga.
Have you've done cocaine, nigga? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, if you do enough of it,
fam,
amazing things.
You just literally do that. I don't think you could do that. I don't think there's like enough muscle contortion in the human body to legit keep you alive to do that.
People get shot in the head and live.
But, nigga, you gotta keep your body straight, nigga. How?
Question for God.
He ain't coming back, bro.
Anyway.
He's not. He said fuck us a long time ago. Matter of fact, his people said fuck us a long time ago, nigga, because they was like, nigga, why the fuck we gotta explain shit to them niggas? We the moldy dish in the Milky Way. That's fucked up. It's fucked up. We the moldy dish in the Milky Way, son.
I mean, it's better than just being thrown in a black hole.
You know what? Elon gonna discover that black hole. And he gonna discover the next universe where there's actually smart people and never come back, and everyone's gonna think that he's dead. And he's like, and he actually
found a portal.
Right, he really discovered actually intelligent life forms and shit. Was like, oh fuck,
I'm staying here. Fuck
I'm
that.
staying here.
He gonna be the dumbest nigga there. He gonna be like, oh, I'm staying. Fuck that.
Fuck the bullshit, bro.
Yo, what was it? I saw this video. I think it was an infographic show. Said, what would happen to the world if all the oxygen got sucked out of the universe for 60 seconds? And the second to worst case scenario is, well, what do you think would happen if all the oxygen just got sucked out the universe for 60 seconds? 1 minute.
I think we all like either implode or explode. If not, freeze instantly to death.
Interesting. Second to worst.
60 seconds?
Yeah.
Because I think like the oxygen, some of that depends on our atmosphere. So if our atmosphere,
the majority of it.
Yeah, it's like if our atmosphere is so much
like,
more weaker,
I don't know, 75, 85% of it.
Some of us would actually, I think, be floating upward, but that pressure and gravity within our universe would probably make motherfuckers implode or explode.
Interesting take.
That's from the science that I know, from the physics and shit.
Interesting take.
I need my lab coat, nigga. I know more about science than you do.
I don't know about that. But second to worst thing that would happen is all the oxygen gets sucked out of the air, or out of the atmosphere, period, out of the universe, not out of the universe, but out of the earth. All the oxygen gets sucked out of 60 seconds. Everybody passes out. Some people die, whatever. Things go out, like, lights and everything goes out. Everybody passes out because how everything runs is the atmosphere. You need all of this shit to keep everything running. Everything goes blank. People pass the fuck out. 60 seconds go by. After a minute, some people wake up. Things start turning on. Things start flying. Everything starts going back to normal. People start helping people. Not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
The worst possible thing that could happen is in this 60 seconds, within 2 seconds,
mm-hmm.
everything turns to dust. When I say everything, I mean everything that's not metal or something stronger than metal. And metal goes through this thing that's called cold binding because there's no oxygen. If it touches each other, which it would, just naturally molds together. So you got these weird metal plus whatever thing stronger than its skeletons of what used to be, and no windows, no panels, no people, everything is dust. Then by the time you get to like 10 seconds, everything's on fire. You get to 15 seconds, everything's a desert. By the time you get to 30 seconds, everything's water, and all the atoms and compounds have changed. What?
Wait. Just one pause. What I do know is fire cannot exist without oxygen. So how can fire exist?
Because the atoms change composition. Everything that was in the air before it is binding together in a different way. because there's no oxygen. So when the oxygen is, well, I guess, yeah, when the oxygen comes back, everything was set on fire. So I don't know if it was on fire before that. So maybe it was the desert first. So maybe it was the fire when the oxygen came back. Because then it went from fire to water. That's what it was. So it went from everything exploding and being dust to being a desert to then maybe, I guess, towards the end of it, I guess it was water, then fire, then water. Or no, ice. It was ice, then water, then fire, then water. And it was all this new shit, apparently. You'd have to watch the video. Don't quote me on it. But very interesting on how things would just poof.
I'm gonna say some of it's interesting because I can believe some of it because like
I didn't do it.
Like I said, the freezing.
Watch the video.
I'm gonna say like the freezing would be a thing, like for sure. I don't really abide in the mental, I guess, plausibility of fire in that because
you gotta watch the video.
I'm about to say by physics standards, that's impossible.
Don't take my train of events
or water
as
because like water is H2O, so you need two molecules of oxygen to make that.
The water comes back when the oxygen comes back into the air. That you gotta watch the video. Like I said, the train of the way I explained it isn't exactly what they said, but there's a cold binding thing, the metal forms, everybody, all the buildings and shit turn to dust. Everything takes this weird chemical change going around. The planet goes through all these different changes as if we're going through billions of years worth of changes in seconds.
Okay.
And then when you get to, like I said, the 60-second mark, the 61-second mark, the Earth it's like I think they said it's from outer space, it looks like a gold ball, but it's just metal. It's just a cold metal ball by the time you get to 61, 62 seconds. You got to watch the video. And if you were just like they said, if you were like an alien flying by from a distance, you would think it was a big ass ball of gold because the metal would have a yellow tint because of the radiation and the hue and the shit. But if you get close enough, you would see it wasn't that.
Well, yeah, but that goes into my theory that I hate bringing up ancient alien shit because it makes you almost sound crazy, but it does make a lot of sense if you
We're
watch
kind of already there.
Yeah. But the planet, our planet and shit, outside of at least most planets in our solar system, is rich with metals. Like we're rich with iron and gold and water too, but water and diamonds and all types of shit from all different parts of the earth. So it's possible too that it sounds kind of wild in a sense, but Earth might have been a way station for a lot of different civilizations that needed shit, or a mining place where a lot of motherfucking civilizations that needed certain shit. Like I need my Nebula 7. We need diamonds to motherfucking make our civilization's energy. And Earth has that. So we gonna keep going back to Earth. And come occasionally a couple of our niggas that drop off on the ship might fuck a couple of the Homo sapiens and they become humans and shit like that. And it's like, damn, dumbass. Told you not to fuck nothing. And then they get fired and they replace them with somebody else and then it keeps pushing. And before you know it, that person that fuck so-and-so in Africa happened to be a black alien that led to, Nigeria or whatever fucking country you want to pick out in Africa. Or all of Africa for all we know. And there you go.
Found a white woman in Hawaii, Barack Obama. We know.
You saying Obama God? You know my theory. You know my theory. I've been saying and always from forever will say the one that we know is Mr. Morgan Freeman is God. And this is how I know he's God.
Some could argue.
This is how I know he's God. And this real shit. Matter of fact, I got two for you. This is how I know he's God and Bill Withers is David from the Bible. Okay. Is David from the Bible. I'm tell you like this. So David from the Bible and shit, or it was Daniel. One of the two. Any of them, one of them niggas. They knew how to play the motherfucking the violin and shit. One of them was really good at music. So, you feel me? As us all knowing.
I think that was Daniel.
I think it was Daniel too. I don't think it was David. Daniel, you might be right. Anyway, so he was really, you know what I'm saying? He did his music thing. But God, as we know, is Mr. Morgan Freeman, did star in one of the greatest movies of all time, Lean on Me. That's one of our some of our intros into who God is.
You smoke crack, don't you?
Goddamn, you smoke crack. It's making your brain cells, son. It's making your brain cells. Anyway, there was a moment because I always believe Mr. Morgan Freeman is God until he dies and like we really confirm like he dead and like dead. I'm not gonna believe he's not God. I'm sorry. Like
fair.
I'm sorry. That's just sorry. And I believe Bill Withers, who created the thing, the song itself, Lean on Me.
And across 110th Street.
That was Curtis Mayfield.
No.
Yes, it was.
No.
Yeah, it was. I can go in my phone and see that. I put money, big money on that, John. Let's just see.
How much money? Give me a number.
$20.
All right.
Was it Bill Withers?
No, we both wrong. It's Bobby Womack. It's Bobby Womack.
Damn. Because what I was thinking of was Superfly.
Yeah.
I was thinking of a Superfly.
Yeah.
God
damn,
damn
what the fuck I was thinking of.
This is what happens when you smoke weed, people. This is what happens when you smoke weed. You forget musicals. Anyway. Anyway. So, and I believe that song was so captivating, fam. Like the song was just playing in the background of some shit that even wasn't even sad. It didn't even make me feel a certain type of, it was some happy shit. And it made me instantly think of God, Mr. Morgan Freeman. And then it made me think of Bill Withers. And I was instantly saddened to my soul. Like, I almost want to cry right now just thinking about it. I don't even know why. That's why I believe in my soul. When God comes back, or if he does like Mr. Patrick 93rd and just comes through and just like, yo, y'all niggas bugging. Like over the planet one time on some eternal shit.
We need a heavenly press conference, man.
Like, nigga, if that happens, if it's Mr. Morgan Freeman, I swear on God, I'm going to yell to the world. I told y'all dumbass niggas, y'all wasn't listening.
What you going to do if it's Al Pacino?
Wage war. I don't know why. It just seems like the first thing in my soul like I should do. It's like war. Like I don't know why.
He just come
Like straight up. I feel like in that moment, there would be a big, huge, just out to everywhere to everyone post from Dr. Umar to everyone that's like, yo.
Wait. Chris O'Donnell is Jesus.
Bam.
Explains why his career is lasting so long.
It's lasted so long because of LL Cool J. He keep deciding to keep acting, bro. LL Cool J ain't had to act or do anything in the past 25 years. I'm gonna just keep that a being with y'all. Let's keep it like keep it like 100, 100, 100. I'm not. Look, I feel like Mama said knock you out. It's the corniest song next to Soulja Boy's. Ooh, it's corny.
They both work in the time they came out.
Look, at least LL Cool J shit had more fucking lyrics to it.
Oh yeah,
definitely. Anyway, both are corny and shit. Oh, and I can't leave out. I need love. That shit is the wackest. That was one of the wackest hip hop songs I've ever heard in humankind. That is corny as hell. You corny as hell. You cornball ass nigga.
Hey, you just turn on the R&B playlist. Some LL.
You a cornball ass nigga, bro.
You turn on some grown ass R&B playlist, nigga.
Look, nigga, I fuck bitches to Bobby Brown, but I'm not fucking no bitches to motherfucking LL Cool J's. I need
ew. You fuck bitches to New Edition?
No, Bobby Brown.
Ew. Either way.
And Johnny Gill, nigga. First off, Johnny Gill is like, look, New Edition ain't shit without Johnny Gill. I'm letting that be known everywhere. New Edition ain't shit without Johnny Gill. Don't play yourself. Do not play yourself. Like, oh my God.
Myself, or you playing the world?
No, niggas are stupid as fuck if you want to say that like New Edition ain't like it's something without Johnny Gill. First off, you could lose Bobby Brown and still have still have Johnny Gill and be great. You cannot have Bobby Brown and lose Johnny Gill and still be great. You couldn't do both.
I don't think my headphones are working. What the fuck did you just say?
You heard me. You heard exactly what the fuck I said. New Edition today.
Retarded.
Grown New Edition ain't shit
no
without
offense
Johnny
to
Gill.
Retarded people. You sound retarded.
I don't know who the fuck you talking to. I don't know why the fuck that's not a known fact amongst any. Like, why are you even arguing this? There's OGs that agree with me.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying for you to say without Bobby Brown, they'd be fine.
I'm saying no. That's fact.
Huh?
They was able to function without Bobby Brown and have Johnny Gill and be on fire.
Only after Bobby Brown, though.
They had to bring in something to make up for Bobby Brown.
Yeah,
but
so does that work before Bobby Brown?
But here's the thing: Bobby Brown would not have added to the success of New Edition because when Johnny Gill came in, came in to be a frontman. Bobby was a part of the whole team. He just happened to pop off as one of his own, being a frontman. Yeah. For him to go and regress back into New Edition, it wouldn't have helped him. It wouldn't have helped Ralph because they would have had to bring Ralph down to push him up. It's easier to bring somebody else out from the outside in. But
regardless to the semantics of how the fuck a boy band works, if you got a star, you got a star. Once that star makes the decision to go solo, there is no more squad unless you find a new replacement for that star. Johnny Gill was that.
Bobby Brown was no. Ralph Tresvant was the front man for
first. First.
Johnny Gill became the second man. They Bobby wasn't in that running for that shit.
At that point, did he need to be?
Bobby just had his own flair. Like
I was
that, like
about to
Bobby
say, at
had
that
his
point,
own
did he
fucking
need to
flair and
be?
style. Like he was indifferent.
Bobby
He was
Brown was
indifferent.
the Michael Jackson of the Jackson 5. Didn't matter if he stayed or go. He was gonna be him. It was gonna be him regardless.
Nah, I recant your last statement. That's just too overblown. I can't even compute that.
What do you
That's,
mean? How you gonna recant my statement for me?
No,
What,
no,
nigga?
no. You was going to take
You
that
just
shit
gonna
back.
take my shit off the record for me, nigga? No.
Yeah, that shit wild, bro. Like, whoa. With the Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5. Like, nah. Like,
Bobby
nah.
Brown to New Edition is Michael Jackson to the Jackson 5. It's a simple equation.
That's wild.
It's true.
That's overplay. Like, that's wild.
True.
That's wild as fuck. Cause in my opinion,
who's bigger out of who's the biggest nigga out of New Edition? Any edition of New Edition? Who's the biggest one? Exactly. Who's the biggest one out of Jackson 5?
No, you know what my honest answer is? None of them. They nothing without each other.
Okay, but then in the reality that we live in,
because on God, on Blood Gang Black Tino Jesus.
Don't disrespect Whitney like that.
On Blood Gang Black Tino Jesus, nigga. My Prerogative, that song, fur. I ain't mad at that album. Like, even like that whole album. I ain't mad at that whole album. I ain't mad at it.
100 hits. That ain't what we talking about.
But hold up. The reason why most of that Bobby's notoriety lasted past his prime of music is because he married Whitney Houston. If you're not an OG of the like the R&B game from like previous era, nigga, you wouldn't know who the fuck Michael Bivins or Ralph Tresvant or any of them niggas were. You wouldn't know who any of them niggas are. If it's like
none of them
you
niggas
wouldn't even care.
Bobby Brown, dog. How dare you?
You
none of them niggas was
care.
Bobby Brown. How dare you?
Fat
Bobby Brown right now will slap the shit out of you.
Bobby Brown is you when if they would have gave you fucking $20 million at 19.
At 16. Yeah. And I got a coke habit by like right now. And yeah, for sure. That's how I know Fat Bobby Brown is like the shit out of you.
You be in your
you
third stint in rehab by now.
Second.
Third.
I'd have got through most of it by myself.
Third. Anyway. No, third, 100%. Somebody would have shot you on like the second to get you to one of those things.
Where was Bobby
between the second and the third?
Where was Bobby at 28? Was he on his second or third, or his first, or was he on any? Because he's probably still smoking crack with Whitney. Who knows? He might have just been part of New Edition at 28. I don't know this nigga's life story.
I think his homie got killed. His sister fiance got killed when he was around. When I was around that time, they got shot in the Rolls Royce right next to him. It was like blah blah blah. Shit was crazy.
Sounds like a reason to do coke to me.
I mean, like you can do coke, just don't do crack. Is that wrong? Is that wrong?
See, that's the thing. Yes. Because I've said this on this podcast before, and it still is the truth. And old niggas know. Crack wasn't always the crack that we know it to be. When crack came out, it was fun. It was new. It was the thing you try. It was the thing.
Angie Martinez did crack one time. It was
everybody
in her book.
You I read love that shit. Probably to a certain point has either done coke, crack, or had it in their system. Whether they sold it or smoked it, they didn't had it. They felt that rush, nigga. But if you smoke crack in the beginning, wasn't a bad thing to do.
Because niggas ain't had their whip right. That's all that was. That's all that was. Look, shout out to all.
I feel like the whip might have been right for it to be recreational. Once it gets to the point where you're doing it and stealing TVs, nigga, that's when the whip's not right.
No, that's when it is right. That's when it is right. What the fuck do you mean? If I look, if my whip was right and nigga and like a fiend hit that shit, and then right next to that he starts singing some motherfucking old R. Kelly and shit, nigga, god damn it, my whip was right.
Yeah.
If I chop my shit down,
if he starts stepping in the name of love,
and a fiend hit that shit and start singing the Manhattans, god damn it, my shit was right. My whip was on 100. If I whip that shit down and a motherfucker go out to a party and shit and was like, yo, man, I had a really good time. Thanks for the, thanks for the dime, man. My shit was ass.
At that point in time,
look, fam,
crack just started, bro. Do you know?
Look,
the whip is the whip at the start.
No.
We just learned how to whip this. We the first ones with it.
Look.
If niggas improve the whip, so be it.
Look. That's what made the difference in the game, fam. Yeah. That's what made the difference in the game was your whip game. Now
between Bumpy Johnson and Frank Lucas, but still.
Yes, like you can get 70% pure, you can get a hundo. It's all I'm saying is these.
I guess I should say Nicky Bryant,
but Frank Lucas was pushing pure though.
That's what I'm saying, but Bumpy was like not in competition with Frank. That's what I should have said. Frank and
that it really does have to be the dope gods though. There does have to be some of those.
To some degree.
It does. Sure.
I've gotten away with too many felonies.
I'm not going to further admit to any that I've done on this podcast. I've already had. But yeah,
I don't even think I've done that. But nigga, it's the time's up.
I'm gonna say my statute of limitations. Like my statute of limitations is good, but it's
Hey, those deals have been done in the past.
They're well done, and them shits desert dusty. But
ain't even alive no more.
You know what? I did see a thing last time I went down into the city that I like. That was still around. I was like, God damn.
I have seen that before. They stink.
I drove.
I don't mean that like to be funny. I mean like they literally like they need a bath.
No, I'm sure, but I just drove. I'm like, yo, what's that? Yo,
in a fucked up situation, bro.
And I was thinking to myself, like, fam, you was like 40 years old or some shit when I served to you. And I was a teenager.
Make your age weird, bro.
Right. And I'm like, I was a teenager, B. Like, yeah. Like,
it was this one thing.
Like, yo. I got a 5-year-old now. Like, yo. Like, who is still serving? Where are you going? Nigga, you had to have switched up by now, because in my head I'm
same corner.
No, because I know she's not going to the same corner because this trap house don't exist there no more. I know it's not. So I'm like, you had to have switched up. Like, I mean, like switched up whole brands, nigga. Because at that point in time, it was rock. So I'm like, or it's rock man. Dog food has come back in a crazy way in the past 10 years. So I was like, damn, you switch back to the dog? Or have you never been to the dog? And now you in the doggy house. Like, that's crazy.
Motherfuckers, like I was about to say, bro, when I was staying in HP, bro, the motherfuckers, it was, I think since I was maybe, I want to say 10, this motherfucker was out there every day, bro. Same block, walking corner to corner every day. And it was for show, dog. It was for show, that dog. But the whole time, too. But I think it got to the point where I think I was like 17. I didn't even live in the neighborhood no more. And I just happened to pull up one day, get some gas. I'm like, yo, you still here?
Ew.
It wasn't maybe almost 10 years had passed, but I was like, what? I ain't been back in a while, but like not to that gas station, but they gotta be gone by now. But like, dog, that's like, it's
You ever
just
had
crazy
somebody
to watch that.
You ever had somebody you refuse to sell to? I did.
Nobody
And
I know that close.
I felt bad. It was once upon a time, young Ortega used to work at a B-Dubs. And I had a bizarro character of myself that worked in the kitchen. And he was White Joe. And White Joe was seeing some waffle colored chick that had a substance problem. And my homie was on like paperwork and shit. And this was like when I just got back and I'm selling a little bit of tree at this point. Just trying to get by. And I told that, and like he was like, yo, shorty smoke and shit. Like I'm trying to kick it with this girl. I'm like, fam, you on paperwork. I'm not selling to you because I care about you staying off paperwork. Like I'm like, you the homie. I'm like, I care about you staying on for paperwork, bro. Like, I don't want to sell to you and you smoke and then they call you in to take a piss and then you fuck it up.
You tripping.
I'm just saying,
because at that point he gonna get it from somebody else. That's harsh, but I mean it's true.
But
He'll get it from somebody else. Give me.
But here's the thing: he didn't though. He did. He didn't. When he kicked it with Shawty anyway, and like I said, Shawty was like on some real shit, like real, and then she ended up passing away from the real. I was like, God damn, bro. Like it kind of fucked me up on the sense. I'm like, yo, I told you, like, stay away from that. Like I was trying to like, yo, like, you trying to stay in your sober zone, and like, don't do that. Like I didn't sell to you trying to keep you in your sober zone. And then that happens because you was associated with that. Like, yo, fam, like, I don't want to see that happen to you, B. So I don't want to put you in that position where you, oh shit, the weed high good. But that dog food high might be even better, bro. You know what I mean?
It's not a gateway to heroin.
It's not a gateway to heroin. It's not a gateway to heroin for people that I feel like that aren't susceptible to caving into that. Like you or I, that is not gonna be. It's not that. It ain't that. It's not like, oh yeah, we smoke. Oh shit, let me see what that needle about. It ain't that. It's not that even in the slightest. But for some people that are into that and shit, it is a even if you don't smoke weed, just having a drink. Ooh, this feel good. This would feel even better if. Yeah. And then you fall into the fucking wormhole and shit. You know what I mean? And it was my conscience, like, if something happens to him, and it was because of me being capitalistic, I'm going to feel bad. Like, even if I'm just like, yeah, I'm up an extra $40, $45 in my pocket. That ain't gonna sleep well with me.
Well, I mean, usually some shit like that happen, you probably wouldn't know what happened to him either. So
I worked with him, man. Yeah, I would have known.
Oh yeah, I guess if you would stop coming.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I worked with him. I saw him like more days than not. Like, I would have known. So like,
I don't know. I've never been in that situation, so I can't say I would or wouldn't, honestly. But I feel like high school me. Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
High school me didn't care. I was like, high school me didn't care because it was I think we were desensitized. I think a lot of what we went through when we was young boys was being desensitized. We saw a corrupt mayor who we all loved, by the way. We saw a corrupt mayor, a completely shit fucking economy nationally. And that was our coming of age time. The world, like our world, that what we knew from it was completely fucked up.
Yeah.
It crumbled. It was crumbling.
It definitely wasn't what it was supposed to be.
No.
Not what they told us to work for.
No, not at all. Like we thought shit was going to look like Degrassi. It didn't look. It didn't look like that. It
Guess
who
like had that fantasy in their head?
Oh, of course you did. You went to school with a lot of white kids. Like
even before I did, I thought high school would be like that.
It's not. Especially with
high school is violent.
a terrible housing market, a terrible economy in general, a recession. Like we were fucked up, and that was our coming of age time, B. Like that was it was kind of fun. It was kind of
sarcastic.
Yeah, I was saying that shit was wild though. Like, that shit was wild. But anyway, like it was a wild time.
It's a story for sure.
Yeah, it's making the book. It's part of the like Nirvana makes everything better. Like chapter in my book. It's in there. It's definitely in there. Those times. Oh shit! That nigga Moses Moody dropped 34 tonight. Look at my niggas go. We're gonna win another championship. We're gonna win another championship with you niggas. Y'all niggas lost tonight for like 21 points. The Portland weak ass squad. Anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Orlando gonna be better than y'all niggas next year. It's probably not true, but I just love saying it out loud to make you feel uncomfortable, make you think about it.
I did have to think about it for a
second. For a second, you was like, wait.
No. Orlando?
Like,
no. That's not a fact.
Yeah, so you had to think about it for a second and shit. You had to think about it.
No.
That nigga Bradley, I was saying that nigga Bradley Beal is fucking delusional.
God.
They can sell weed in DC now, so I think that's why. I think they got that strong out there. He said he think he can win a championship with the Wizards and shit. I thought that nigga was bugging. I laughed when I saw it. I ain't gonna lie. I laughed when I saw it. I laughed out loud on the toilet while I was taking the shit. I laughed so hard. My kid was like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yo, I'm straight. I'm straight." There's tears in my eyes. I laughed so hard.
He said he was gonna do what with who? When?
That he feels confident that the Wizards can win a championship.
In what year?
Nigga, in the 5 years that he just signed for. No way. You know what? Before we get out of here, I'm gonna say
the Knicks got a better chance.
You know what? The Pistons will get their one championship of the next 20 years before that happens.
That too.
Right.
The
that
Knicks
will
got a better
first.
chance of making the playoffs again before that happens. And I don't even know if that's
wait. No. I don't put
money on it just because.
I think it'd be the next 7 years. Like it'd be another 7 years before the Knicks make the playoffs again. So what year is it? 2022. So 2029, I make playoffs again.
When was the last time? 2012.
No, last year. That's why I say it's gonna be a while out.
Yeah, you might be right.
Because 2012 was the last time they made the playoffs before last year. So that was 9 years?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put 7. I'm saying 7.
It's like a 7 to 10 average.
That's nasty as hell.
It is.
That's nasty. That's gross.
It's not good numbers. Tell the team, nigga.
I've been said on the podcast, I'm gonna buy the Denver Nuggets. I can't do nothing for the Knicks. I'm sorry. I won't. I won't even put up a bid if they even offer and I had the money. I won't even do it.
I wouldn't even buy a team, buddy. That money sound better in my pocket than it do doing that, nigga.
Hey, shit, if you win, you worth more. Out the gate. All you got to do is win.
I hate to say it, and this is probably stupid to say.
All you got to do is win.
You said it like it's easy. I feel like I'd do better putting my money in crypto now.
All you got to do is win.
I will buy a Bored Ape.
You hire the right person you hire the right person to draft the right people, and you draft together and united, and you make a culture.
I will buy
it. Sounds hard, but it's really just fucking simple. It's what you want to fucking do, and you do it, and you do it, and then you win championship. Bam!
Ape NFT.
Bam! The team that I've been rooting for since 2008. Wasn't shit.
Charles Barkley
until 2015. Until 2015. And then before the 2014-15 season, on 2K, I was busting my homie's ass and saying out loud to his ass while I busted his ass, Steph Curry gonna win the championship and gonna win the MVP. And niggas was like, no, that's not gonna happen. And then it happened.
Nigga, you was gonna say that whether it happened or not, though. So that's technically not like you being psychic. You was gonna say that regardless.
No, I saw it coming.
You were gonna say it either way.
No, I saw it coming. Klay Thompson missed a shot. Klay Thompson missed a shot to like extend the series the season before. And it was like this sickening look in his face when he was on the sideline. And I felt that feeling before. It's like that feeling of like, I'm never going to miss that shot again. I'm never going to do that again. And him being like as hard as he is, like as that level, you're professional at it. That nigga went into the gym every day, all the time. And until this past series, nigga, he didn't miss that shot. Like, he did not miss that shot at any point in time. And even when we won this past championship, he made the shot when he needed to make that bitch. He never missed it. It was just a feeling. It was like, Steph is that guy. This is his dude that missed the shot. But that's the guy. Draymond setting all of it up. This is coming into pleasure. This is coming there. And there we do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was coming. I don't think certain teams aren't coming. I think Boston will get one. I've been rooting for them in between the series with us. Like, I'm like, yo, if we not there, Boston should get there. And every time they let me the fuck down. Then when they get there, I'm like, I'm not gonna root for you.
Well, yeah.
You gotta prove to me that you win. You got to prove to me that you can win. I rooted for you to beat Brian every time you lost. Yeah. Every time you lost. I rooted for you to beat Kawhi every time you fucking lost. I rooted for you to beat Giannis every time you fucking lost. So it's like, you gonna win now? Fuck you. Nope.
That's true too.
Nah, you don't deserve to win now. Like, this is not the time for you to win and be like, I'm wearing Kobe's armband and shit. It's going to bring me luck. Suck my dick. You a Boston Celtic. You think Kobe rooting for you?
Yeah.
He a Laker. There. He's a Laker. Stop playing.
Got a point there.
Yes, he guided Anthony Davis's game-winning shot in the bubble. You know why? Because Anthony Davis was a Laker.
Yeah. You get certain pleasures being a Laker. That's one of them. You get certain perks.
You get an extra advantage. You will get an extra advantage. Damn it. That's why 20 years from now, we're going to go on another dynasty, and it's going to be completely because Steph Curry's soul is guiding every shot into the basket. And that's it. That's it. That is it. It would have actually, Loki, it would have helped out D Rose if Jordan still had his mind and using his Professor X powers to help D Rose dominate the Eastern Conference into dominance and shit and help him out. But instead, he cursed him and his knees exploded before our very eyes.
I was gonna say conspiracy theory. Michael Jordan did Derrick Rose dirty.
He did. He did. He did. He left Derrick Rose out here dirty. I pray for Derrick Rose's knees. As a matter of fact, I mean, and more than that, I pray that Derrick Rose can somehow find a manager that is so good that can get him out of New York and never have to ever play for the New York Knicks again, and that will pay him a substantial amount of money, and he doesn't have to play for a Pistons or a motherfucking Cleveland Cavaliers again. Goddamn Jesus. That's all I want.
All we need is to give D Rose one more bag. Just give him one more good.
Don't do
bag.
that. Don't do that to that man. Don't do that to that man.
Give him
Don't do that to
him.
Don't do that to that man. Don't do that to that man. Don't do that to that man. Don't do that to that man.
The knees are gone.
Don't do that to that man. Do that to that man.
It's done.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
We're through.
The assistant general manager for the Pistons right now is somewhere in his office.
They sell shit.
And someone is saying that to him right now, and he's like, "I'm not gonna do this to D Rose."
They sell shit at IKEA stronger than his kneecaps. Stop it.
I'm not gonna do that to D Rose. I won't. I won't do it. I respect.
Beat them kneecaps.
I'm not gonna do that to D Rose. I won't do it. It's wrong to do.
You ain't gotta do it. You ain't gotta do it.
You know it's wrong.
Mother Nature already did.
You know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. You're not gonna do that.
We are better people.
We are better people
Mexican
than that.
Mother Nature already did.
We are better people than that. D-Rose real shit need to come to Golden State Warriors and just win a championship with us one time so we can actually have a championship, so we can have a vote for him getting inside of the Hall of Fame. He has the MVP, he has the Rookie of the Year, he has the couple All-Star appearances. We need to get him a championship one time so we can get him a real legitimate vote into the Hall of Fame. And that's what we need. We need D Rose in the Hall of Fame. That's what we need.
I don't know about all of that.
Nigga, Chris Webber in the Hall of Fame.
He do better being a Laker.
No. Y'all got blown out by 21 tonight by Phoenix and shit. And Shaq's son was playing.
Shut up.
Yo, you know y'all asked for real, right? It's okay. It's okay. Look, y'all gonna be great again 3 years after y'all get rid of Bron.
We'll be fine next year.
Nah, it's next year he gonna have arthritis. Like, what you mean?
We'll be fine next year.
No, nigga, what you mean?
What I said.
Russell Westbrook ain't attempted a jump shot since what? April.
We're gonna put a shot collar on him.
He gonna go for 41% from the free throw line this year.
We're gonna put a shot collar on him.
It's gonna be no. Yeah. Y'all can't trade him, so he has to do great, and it's gonna be terrible.
You can't trade him, so you train him, nigga. We putting a shot collar on him.
No, what many checks say? It's gonna be terrible. Like it's gonna be so bad. Oh my god, it's gonna be bad, and I'm rooting for Russ, but it's gonna be bad. Like what man say? Like, you see me, boy, I'm bad. Like that's what type of shit it is. Like, I'm bad. It's bad right now.
I can't even say I'm rooting.
Fam, you know, AD gonna get hurt in the first 34 games. Like, that shit gonna be fucked up.
Look. This is where you get me twisted.
All right, I'm gonna write it down.
This is where you get me fucked up.
I'm gonna write it down.
I'm always rooting for the Lakers. Who's on the team is secondary to me rooting for the Lakers. You feel me? LeBron, Kobe, Shaq, motherfucking Magic. I don't care. Lakers.
All right. So how long do you think AD gonna stay healthy?
Is he 100% right now?
Yes, he says. I say 34 games.
I was gonna say first injury, probably somewhere 30, 40 mark.
Gotta make a decision, sir.
Probably, okay, let's say 40. You're gonna have to sit after 40 games. You probably have to sit for like 5 or 10.
Okay. 80 getting hurt. I personally think this is what I personally think. There's no way you can get rid of Russell Westbrook. No fucking way. He's gonna shit the bed before trade deadline, like Blake Griffin did for the Pistons. So you ain't gonna be able to trade him and shit and get any value for him because he's on a massive contract and it's the final year of it. You're not taking that shit if you can't really pay him and use him to win because you're gonna be paying him like 40-something plus $1 million to lose, which don't make no sense.
Well, like I said, in this scenario, I think you might only sit for, let's say, minimum 5-10 games or maximum 5-10 games. If AD's 100%, ideally you would think a nigga would play like he's 100%. It's not like the nigga's old.
Y'all have no front court. No front court. Nobody that y'all can really. Y'all no shooters, yo.
Well,
I looked at who y'all signed over free agency like this morning.
Yeah, that was stupid.
I think Juan Toscano Anderson was good for y'all.
That was about the best one.
But everyone else is nah. And I don't even think Juan Toscano Anderson should have signed the deal that he signed with the Lakers because his game is kind of like a not so good of Draymond. Like, he could be Draymond in another 2-3 years. But to do what Draymond does, you need shooters. Whether it's the best shooters in the world or not, you need shooters to do that. You need cutters and drivers to the basket to do that.
Yeah.
So let's just say he comes in and takes LeBron's spot at the 4. Yeah, he can do that. He can do exactly what LeBron does. Is not as good as LeBron. Who the fuck he passing the ball to?
Himself. It's LeBron.
No,
will bounce that bitch off the backboard if you have.
No, I'm talking about Juan Toscano Anderson. Again, like
AD.
Who he passing the ball to? Who?
AD.
That nigga's done after 34 games. We know this.
I'm not done.
He not. Damn.
He
gets hurt this year. I will tell you this. I'm gonna keep it opinion with you right now. This is my wild prediction. We can get to how my wild prediction is this: he gets hurt this year. It is completely fucking over for his tenure in LA. And not only that,
I think his career is over.
I would say his bag continuously after that is fucked.
We've said that before, though. If he leaves LA and doesn't do anything, he's done.
Well, his health depends on that. And he can't stay healthy. That's also
on him.
But what I'm saying, his health is like he can't stay healthy. That's the point. It's like I've seen AD have some monster games, even when he was in New Orleans. Monster games. Guess what, though? Those monster games came at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
It was like
he always starts out strong and then something breaks a fucking finger.
He comes in good. He comes in good.
Pulls a fucking muscle or something stupid.
Like he had like 650 point. Like he had like a couple 50-point games and shit. In when he was in New Orleans, like before they got Boogie Cousins, he was going crazy.
Yeah.
Like he was.
That's what made him so attractive to the Lakers.
And then this nigga's whole fucking body started to fall apart out of nowhere, and it was like, oh shit.
Get to LA ain't go Greg Oden. Nigga.
No, he was already like that. That's why
He
my
did get hurt a
concern.
couple
That's why
times,
my
yeah.
concern was like, how are they going to hold out through the entirety of the season? Pandemic happened. You had this 3-month layoff. Yeah, you got time to rest, and you come back and you can be just as dominant because you had an off season. You could just be bouncing the basketball in your backyard and hooping. Then keeping your shit straight. You know what I mean? Resting up your legs, your knees, your back. Everything is all good to go. Come back into this bubble in this AAU ball, and that's all you got to do is bust niggas' ass. Yeah, it's real fucking easy.
Yeah.
Because you fresh, you good to go, your body 100. 82 games is a motherfucker. 8. Chris Paul at this point, not unless he joins a fucking team like Golden State, which he would never do because that's the competitive spirit of a little person like I. You just not gonna bandwagon and shit. Like you gonna want to fight through it and win your own.
Right.
The nigga's 77 years old. It's not gonna happen now, nigga. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry. I've been rooting for you since I've been rooting for this nigga since I was a kid. And this was like, and then
still ain't happening.
Yeah, and you got to come down to the realization. It's not about faith no more. It's about realism.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's over for you, Saint. It's over. It's over for Brian Brown. I don't want it to be over for Brian Brown because I want to see him fight my niggas like forever. But that time is over. That time is over. It is over. We'll be back. Look, Giannis is the king of the East now. And that's is what it is. LeBron's fighting for like 5th place in the West. Like it just is what it is now. You know what I mean? It's a different time. But we love y'all. I love you. Not Bizrick. Like Bizrick is annoying and shit sometimes. But I just do a podcast with him. But we shout out to everybody across the pond. Shout out to everybody stateside. We love everybody across the globe. Shout out to the Martians that's listening and shit. Shout out to the people on Nebula 16. We know you fuck with us. We fuck with y'all too. Like, share, subscribe to your alien homies, your non-alien homies, your people that's matter of fact, if you got a phone for your cat, nigga, or your dog, make sure they listening to this shit because we fuck with them too. You know what I'm saying? Like 10-2M is for the kids, for the pets, for the adults, nigga.
And the aliens.
The aliens. If you got a pet spider, we for the arachnids, bruh.
I don't know about that.
What, you afraid of spiders, dog?
Yeah. I don't fuck with them at all. They can all die. I don't care.
I don't fuck with snakes. Like the spiders, bro. You like smack. I'm like,
we can eat those.
But I'm just saying, like it's like a snake and like slide up your leg, and like slide up your leg and like bite you and shit, and like or just like really like cut off your whole circulation and shit. Like you worried about a spider, fam? You can just like stomp on that bitch one time and call it a day.
Let's just stop talking about it. I don't like
Yo,
it.
you just that uncomfortable, huh?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, so well, shout out to my my co-host that's a spider pussy.
Fuck you.
This nigga a Spider-Man.
Unless one
fan.
gives me superpowers.
This nigga is a Spider-Man fan, is afraid of spiders.
Just
That's
about to say,
wild.
Until one gives me
wild.
I've been bitten by one multiple times. I hope I'm never bitten by one again. But should I be? If it doesn't give me superpowers, fuck them. I don't like them.
Wild. I'm definitely Batman. There's been multiple. A bat came into my shop the other day and wouldn't get out. Like bats have been following me my whole life, man. Like I might just really be Batman for real, y'all niggas. But
I don't know about all that. But
look, all I need is $1 billion, bro, and I'm out here, bro.
Watching a YouTube video today talking about how Australia doesn't exist.
Australia doesn't exist?
Yeah. And they brought up a bunch of pictures of spiders talking about, well, if Australia doesn't exist, how does this shit exist? And I was like,
Yeah, episode 213, non-millennial millennials podcast, House of Spades Media. We in this bitch. We out to this bitch. Recognize who it is. the championship in this bitch. We out here,
Boy, really
Y'all
bought the
never
hat.
gonna win again. You
Boy,
are never
really bought the hat.
going to win again, son.
Yeah, we gonna win next year.
Never.
Next year, sir.
Never.
You see that one and that two? Make that two and that three, and you take that logo off right there next to it, and you put a Laker logo right there.
Never.
Make
Y'all
that bitch
ain't
purple
winning
and gold.
no motherfucking championships no more. Your stars got motherfucking bad knees, arthritis. Niggas be getting dunked on. Niggas can't make jump shots. Like, first off, y'all got Russell Westbrook. Y'all ain't winning nothing. All right. Like I'm just gonna keep that a bit.
If LeBron James by himself, fuck you. If LeBron James by himself
with arthritis,
if LeBron James by himself
with arthritis
can kill the Space Jam franchise, he can one more time wield his sword against the Warriors. I'm sorry.
Nigga, no. You know why that's some bullshit? Because like Juancho fucking Hernan Gomez made a fucking movie with Adam Sandler that was better than any fucking Space Jam that LeBron James could have came up with. And it had the entire NBA in the bitch. And for some reason, the entire NBA got called up to be in Space Jam. Everybody said no. Adam Sandler called the entire NBA up. Everybody said yeah. So therefore, guess my... Huh?
It's Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Over. So we saying Adam. You accepting the Adam Sandler call over LeBrizzle?
What we talking about?
To do a movie.
Yeah.
I feel you. Anyway, episode 213, Non-Millennial Millions podcast. I'll space me to be in this bitch. We out this bitch.
Peace.
Love y'all.